What's up? Get this all abated. What's up, everyone? Wait for some people to get signed on here before we start El Tacanio. Hello, Chrome. Chrome Floor Jack, what up? Wait for some people to get signed on here. We're not going to stay live for long tonight, maybe a half hour. And of course, that's the beeping going on upstairs. What up, Roosh? What up? I know I said like 20 minutes, like 35 minutes ago. Had some things to take care of. What up, Caleb? Oh, you know, my day consisted today of, hi, Jimmy. My day consisted of not deleting, but blocking at least 100 people today on my page. My whole day consisted of me blocking people. What up, Sayer? Did you see? I haven't checked my email, Roosh, because I've been literally getting bombarded with emails and comments and stuff like that. I may have to take my email out of my description because I literally got all this hate mail coming to me. People saying I live in my mom's basement. People saying, you're broke and poor because you work at a bowling alley. Like, they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. Yeah, den of fool shit. But I know, Jimmy, but I want my email on there so that my fans and my subscribers, if they need to ask me a question or get a hold of me, and it was working just fine until all this happened. Yeah, I saw a short, and I really don't want to comment too much on it. Yeah, I know it'll go away, Sarah. I don't want to comment too much on it because I've already put my whole background out there for everybody to hear and listen. Everything I say is 100% true. His fucking short, whatever, last night or the other night, is just his way of spinning it so that his little gang of Den of Tools people can come over and sick me. And that's what's been happening. And, you know, he's talking about, why would I call a bowling alley Niagara Falls when he knows damn well I work at Pet Boys? Because when me and him were going back and forth and arguing a few months ago, okay, when he threatened to sue me, he said, don't make me have to send your cease and desist letter to Pet Boys. So he knows where I work part-time. He knows I own the Bowling Pro Shops. He knows I'm an avid bowler. He said all that. So he's been watching my channel probably every day. Okay? So I don't want to waste too much time on this because I feel like it's hurting the channel now. He literally had his goons come over and report my channel like over 500 times today. And I've noticed today my views are way down. So YouTube is punishing me for having so many, what do you call it? Golly, my brain ain't even working. YouTube's trying to punish me for having so many reports on my channel. They're reporting me for slander, misinformation, blah, blah, blah. So my views are way down today. Like way, way, way down, guys. Like over 70% down. Yeah, he was acting like he really didn't know shit. Then how did he know about all that? How did he know about me being a bowler? And you know what I mean? Like, everything he does is to counteract another lie. And this isn't the first time he's done this. I went up and down YouTube yesterday, and I went and found a couple of people he got into it with, just like he's getting into it with me. And he did all the same tricks with them that he has done to me. So let history be, a lesson to you and to knowing who the heck is telling the truth here. I mean, why would I make this up? How could I make this up? I mean, come on. It takes a certain type of person to do that. And I really don't want to talk about the fat slob tonight. Eric is going to turf his contract to review Harbor Freight tools. Yeah, Donnie. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Yes. Let me catch up on some comments here, guys. I'm thinking about buying a Metabo, but no one at work knows anything. I'm going to tell you right now, Metabo's a winner. Don't be afraid to buy a Metabo. The only thing I see bad about Metabo is their chucks get rusty real quick. But if you keep some, a light coating of oil on it every once in a while, it shouldn't do that. Oh, God. Christina, stop fucking putting $5 drills up. I can hear her listening to me upstairs while she's cooking in the kitchen. Literally, I can hear the feedback. But anyways, that guy is crazy. He's nutty. He's a Looney Tune. I don't even know how to react to what's happened. I feel like all the hard work I've put in the last 4.5 months. You guys realize I've been putting out like 3 to 5 videos a day every day for the last 4 months, right? Like nobody does that. Like I busted my ass to get the subscribers, to get the views, and now that's all being hurt because this guy did what he did, and then I did what I did, and here we are. And who ends up getting hurt? Me, the little guy. And he knew that. There once was a bear in his den who fibbed to the woodland again. His den of tools, he said, with a grin. I built it all deep from within, but he couldn't tell drills from a pen. Oh, that's funny, Roosh. Sayer knows a lot about Metabo. For the person who was asking about it, Metabo does not use ceramic coating on their metal parts as it has something to do with Japan laws and radioactively the coating. It's a Japan thing. Okay. There you go. That's why they rust. So just put a light coat of oil on them every once in a while, and then you should be all good. But other than that, Metabo's good stuff. All right, let's see here. All right, this is the 805. Remember we did a lot of testing on this, right? Well, this is the 4 amp hour power pack battery, so we're going to be testing that a lot. And then, so that's what this whole next week, this is what the weekend's going to be like. We're going to be testing the 4 amp hour versus the 5 amp hour power stack, see which one's stronger, all that type of stuff. So be prepared to see all that. The 801 has a very sensitive anti-kickback. Okay. We're going to be testing that too. And we're going to bring back Battle of the Compact Drills. Remember that little segment I was doing, Battle of the Compact Drills? Well, here's the problem. I got every compact drill, and then they didn't make any, so, now we can do Battle of the Compact Drills again. It'll be fun. I thought people liked that. Did you guys like Battle of the Compact Drills? It's good to see 41 people watching. Double tap the screen for me, will you? I only got 8 likes. Usually Juan's the one telling people to double tap the screen. Douglas. Oops, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Douglas, I just subscribed to your channel. I just found out about you through Tools with Souls. I used to watch the Den of Tools until I found out on my own how big of a fraud he is. I regret watching. Yeah, you and everybody else, Doug. Unfortunately, I used to watch him too quite a bit. He was one of my main guys I watched before this happened that you see down here. And let's just get a few facts straight, and then we're dropping it, okay? Let's get a few facts straight. No, I do not live in my mother's basement. This is my basement in my house. My mother lives in Florida. This is New York. I know it's hard for certain people who watch that slob to understand that, but the truth is, this is my basement. This is where I tinker around. This is where I have fun, okay? Now that that's done, yeah, I know, Juan, I live in the basement, yeah. I do own 2 bowling pro shops. This is true. My best friend owns the bowling alley that has one of them pro shops, has my pro shop in his bowling center. His name is Brad. Okay? No, he did not call the bowling center on me, because that would be stupid, because he would have been talking to me to fire me. Okay? 3, I did not get fired. My employer did laugh it off. They just called me in to tell me I couldn't film on premise anymore. Okay? But I didn't even come close to getting fired. So they basically did laugh it off, like he was saying in his video. They just told me I couldn't film on premise anymore. Okay? Secondly, I work part-time in my bowling off season. I work full-time in my bowling off season to make more money at Pep Boys. Doing automotive stuff like brake jobs, tires, oil changes. Hell, I just had my whole engine apart and changed an oil cooler the other day. All right? And then when September comes around, bowling season's in full swing. I go back and run my businesses during our busy season, and I work part-time at Pep Boys during that time for a little bit of extra scratch. So now that all the facts are out there, which they have been out there for ever since I started this channel, and then he twisted it in his video, there's all the facts. Okay? But yes, I used to watch him religiously. Him, VCG, Total Tool Zone, Clint, you know who I'm talking about? Shop Tool Reviews. I used to watch all of them. And then I stumbled upon this guy called Tools with Souls. Okay? And the first video I ever watched that popped up into my feed with Tools with Souls was him holding the you-know-what, flapping it around, pretending to be a Makita guy. Going at some fanboy or whatever. And I thought that was flippin' awesome because that's kind of the same person who I am. I'm kind of in your face, take it or leave it, this is what you got. I don't try to be somebody I'm not type of a thing, okay? And I started watching him more and more. A lot of his stuff made sense. He really seemed to know what he was talking about because he's done it as his profession for how many decades. Then I found out what souls meant, Sons of Alzheimer's, and then I heard more of his story, and I kind of fell in love with the guy just watching him. And then I started this channel because some dipshit on TikTok got me to buy this horrible impact wrench, this Javin impact wrench, because he was busting free every bolt off his 72 Camaro, okay? So I bought it off the TikTok shop just so I could have it at home if I had to change a tire or something at home, because I had all my other impacts at work. Figured cheap, whatever, as long as it take off a lug nut. It couldn't even take off an 80-pound, foot-pound lug nut. So I got so pissed off at that guy that I started fucking reviewing tools myself. And now we're here, battling it out with some bear. Well, Josh, I'm being targeted. Okay? For mod privileges? What? One, if you want to be a mod, just let me know. You can be a mod. I don't care. Apache's a mod. Denny of Fools is a mod. Roosh is a mod. You can be a mod if you want. Yeah, Kansas seems legit at first, then you start watching more and realize the bear is paid and the tools he's presenting are cracked. And that's the thing, guys, right? When's the last time you seen him use one of them tools? We just so happened to read his best-selling novel about the moonshine business that was a whole 51 pages long. I'm sorry, that's not a novel, that's a magazine. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. And all this stuff that he's claimed he's done, maybe he has done it, but he has never really showed us that he has. Me, I've been honest with you guys right from the very beginning. I never told you I was a contractor. I never told you I was a professional. I told you exactly what I was. And what do you know? We grew to 8,000 subscribers and over 1 million views within 4 months. We got people sending us their products to review. They're sitting in my garage. I've been so busy, I haven't even had enough time to get to it. We got people sending us products to review for you guys, sending out my garage at 4 months. How many channels can say that that happened for them? It took them a year, 2 years, 3 years for that stuff to start happening. And I'm very grateful for it. I've also busted my ass. So when somebody discredits you like that, it's really, really annoying. Yeah. Yeah, Larson, I know. Message deleted by Sharush. Who was, I didn't even see it. Who'd you delete? I wasn't even making sure. You know what would really make the channel explode? Makita? Oh, just messing with Juan? That's funny. You timed him out for a few seconds? That's funny. He's really going to want to be a mod now. Doug, like Soul says, I don't want to see that fool with a real tool. He will hurt himself. Yeah, that's true. Is this a Tools with Souls Anonymous group? Sure, why not, right? We all, listen, well, you know damn well, Jamie, we're all of these guys that are in this chat, including myself, are going to be glued to our phones come Sunday at 7 o'clock. Call that motherfucker? What am I going to do? Call him so he can just keep doing the same? It's just, it will never stop, Jimmy. It will just never stop. Short of me, and I've thought about this. I asked my manager today. I'm like, would you mind going on camera and explaining what happened? And he kind of looked at me funny, and then I said, I don't know what, forget it. I don't want to create any drama. And they shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to. They're not a part of this. So I just don't want people to be annoyed over this situation. I don't want my bosses to be annoyed. I don't want my fans, I don't want my supporters, my friends to be annoyed and start distancing, kind of stop watching the channel. That's not what my goal is. Juan cannot be a mod. YouTube said you can only mod 3 channels only. There's a limit. I'll make the Learning with King mod Juan. Yeah. That's what you should, Juan, you should change your name to King Mod Juan. Just that. I think that would be a way better name. Not saying that your name's bad now. I'm just saying that would be a cool name. No limit trolling. He's overworked and is going to file a labor board case for workers' comp. But yeah, so when it comes to the den of you-know-who's, whatever, I'm over them. I came live here just to kind of tell you guys what's in store for this weekend. We're going to be testing out the new power pack batteries and all that type of stuff, and kind of put this Den of Tool stuff to rest. And I could go and make all these other videos like I did the other day with the goofy cowboy hat. Here, look, I got it right here, guys. You ready? You know, this cowboy hat was my grandfather's, or maybe my grandmother's. I think this was my grandmother's cowboy hat. It's like 80 years old, okay? And it don't even fit my head right. There. Do I look the part now? Yeah, that's why the closet's tore apart. I had to take out ceiling tiles in order to do the video with this on my head. I kept bumping into into the ceiling. Yeah, now I just need a crusty white beard. Yeah. No, Christina's definitely not Puerto Rican, but she acts like she's Puerto Rican. I'll tell you that much. Smokey the Bear, that's me. The Power Stack is the best battery. Flex nailed it. Yeah, the 2 ampere, that is a very good battery, yeah. But I'm curious. I want to see. I know I look cool. Thank you. Let's see. Yep. Thank you, Stuart. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to grind harder because now I got all these cases that the channel's been reported so many times that YouTube's probably going to has already shrunk whatever the algorithm to my reach. So I'm going to have to fucking post like 10 videos a day or something stupid. Not happy about it. Yeah, you like that, Sarah? The reports don't go anywhere, Apache? So like if there's a certain amount of reports against me, that doesn't send any like red flags to YouTube, and then they kind of like limit my reach or whatever. Yep. That's right, Kansas. Oh, they investigate it. All right. Well, that'll kind of put my mind at ease. I know I did nothing wrong. I know. Josh, I'm 15. And if I had that many tools, I'd be in heaven. Yeah, I'm not going to stress it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Allie, keep grinding like Kansas said. You're 15, man. You got... All right, I'm taking this goofy-ass thing off. You're 15. You're still young. You got a lot of time ahead of you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what... Sayer, I know. Woobin. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I just got a notification that Woobin is sending us stuff. So that's a flashlight that's coming. We got quite a few cool things coming in here. But yeah, Sarah, what's up with these large channels? Like, what's their problem? Do they just love like picking on littler channels because they view us as competition or something, and they want to kill us before we can even really take off? Derek Stewart, I hope I said that right. I really do think you should quit your job and go full-time into this and pro bowling and post more on your bowling and tools. Just being yourself gets you a lot of followers, my guy. You're very honest. Yeah, thank you. It's very hard to go pro, though. Very, very hard. It's not easy. Top 1% are there. Am I a top 1%? No. Am I very good? Yes. But I'm getting on a little bit on the older side. That, if I was going to chase down that dream, that should have happened 20 years ago. I was too busy doing stupid stuff 20 years ago. So, I shot myself in the foot with that. But it's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm cool. Troy, he's talking about bowling. I'm okay with it. I'm okay going out on the weekends and doing my thing and going and competing with the team that I compete with at Nationals. I'm 100% okay with it. Yeah, I was going to, because I was drilling a bunch of balls for a lot of the pros because a lot of the pros came to town today because there was like a little 5-day break out on the PBA tour. So they came up with Brad and to get stuff drilled up from me and to fix their fits and just help them out on the lanes to help them get right. And I was out there today with them practicing. We practiced all day today. I went to Pep Boys today. There was nothing but one oil change on the schedule. I looked at my boss and I'm like, if you really don't need me today, I'd much rather go hang out with my professional bowling buddies and get some work in. So he let me. And that's, the reason why I stay at Pep Boys is because they let me do that type of stuff. And they're usually pretty good about it. And my manager's usually pretty good about it. It's just the whole corporate thing, sometimes it gets really old. Let me see here. It's going by so quick. This is why I love this channel. People are great here. Yeah, I like our community we built here. I do. I think everybody gets along here. And when there's intruders, usually my core guys take care of them intruders. And I appreciate that a lot. Do I know the 87 Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe? Nope, I do not. But if you'd like to tell me about it, go ahead. All right, Sarah, go to bed then. Oh, Shaka's here. Hi, Shaka. You want me to make Kansas a mod? Does Kansas even want to be a mod? I guess we should ask him. Kansas, do you want to be a mod? Question mark. PPWIPF, however you pronounce that. I feel bad that you bought a Makita, buddy. Just going to be honest with you. I'm glad that you're happy with the tool, but I haven't had not one bit of luck with Makita power tools at all. All right, I guess we'll make Kansas a mod. I got to make sure to make him a regular mod, though, because if I make him the executive mod, he won't be able to comment on my shorts. What the hell's up with that? Add as moderator. Standard moderator. All right, you should be good, Kansas. Have fun. I like all the tools. If it's a good tool, it's a good tool. I really don't care what the name on the side of it is. If it's a bad tool, it's a bad tool. I really don't care what the name on the side of it is. Yeah, I think somebody was asking about the lasers. The Bosch are really good. And they're pretty reasonably priced. Like, if you get a Milwaukee, they're pretty freaking expensive. The Bosch ones are really nice. You bought the Milwaukee mower today? Ah, why would you buy the Milwaukee mower? Hi, John Doe. I'm not saying it's a bad lawnmower, but Jesus Louise, it's $1,200 or $1,100 for a frickin' mower? Come on, for a push mower. For a push mower, if you sat on the thing and drove it around like a little go-kart, I could understand it. But for a push mower, I don't know why after tax, it's like $1,200. Let me see. Wanted ego, but have to use the Home Depot credit card for this kind of investment. I hear you. But I'm going to be honest with you. You probably could have got there. And I'm not a Ryobi guy. They make some stuff that are usable around the house. But if you're just cutting grass at your house, the Ryobi 40 volt would have probably been just fine. You know what lawnmower I got? Electric lawnmower. I got a Skill that I paid $35 for on Marketplace. Guy was some 80-year-old guy who had a camp out in the southern tier, and they used it to cut their grass around their trailer every weekend at camp. Well, his wife passed away, whatever, he sold the camp or whatever, and he just wanted to get rid of it. And I got it for $35 with a 5 amp hour battery and charger. That's a 40 volt lawnmower. I've been using it ever since. It's freaking awesome. I just don't, and Milwaukee, why are we charging $1,800 for a fucking little snowblower? What? Like, you're just pricing people out at this point. Ain't nobody, unless you're the biggest fanboy of all Milwaukee fanboys, you're not buying that Milwaukee snowblower. It's not worth it. Again, I got the Skill snowblower sitting out there. I think I paid $150 for it with the 6 amp hour battery and charger. And we live in Buffalo, New York. Trust me, we could snow. And that thing plowed through the snow every time. The only thing I will say is, though, that battery would run dead about 3/4 of the way through snow blowing the driveway. It's okay. I got another battery. Okay? That's all. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand Milwaukee in that snowblower and their mower. It's an 18 volt, by the way. So the snowblower is an 18 volt. The lawnmower is an 18 volt. Okay? These other companies have 40, 60, 80 volt snowblowers and lawnmowers. They have more runtime, they are more powerful, and they're about half the price. There's a reason why that Milwaukee lawnmower sits there. Whenever I'm in Home Depot, I walk by it every time. I just want to see if it's ever going to go on sale. Every time there is an inch thick of dust on the Milwaukee lawnmower boxes, because ain't nobody in their right mind buying that, unless, like New York said, he had to use the credit card to make an investment like that. But I'm just saying, for general masses, nobody's buying that lawnmower. Yeah, California sucks, doesn't it, Apache? Beautiful area. Beautiful. When we were out in Reno, Nevada a few years ago, I wanted to go to San Francisco, or I wanted to go to Lake Tahoe. And I was with a bunch of old grumpy bowlers. And all they wanted to do was sit in the frickin' hotel room all day long. It's like, listen, guys, we just got done bowling. Let's go take an hour drive to Lake Tahoe. Oh, I saw it 20 years ago. Well, I haven't seen it. So I've never made it to California, but I've been like an hour away from California. And the scenery around that area is just beautiful. So when we go to Reno this year for the national tournament, I'm going to Lake Tahoe, whether somebody likes it or not. And if I got time, I'm going to San Francisco, because I just always wanted to see San Francisco. Yeah, that's what I mean, Apache. I mean, I just thought San Francisco was a cool looking city with the hills and, the Golden Gate Bridge and, all that stuff. Yeah, when you're that close to it, you kind of want to cross it off the old bucket list. Yeah, what 60 volt one was that though, New York? That was $1,100. Was that an Ego? Or was that, well, what company was that? That 60 volt one you're talking about? Yeah. We're going to Tennessee. It's just cheap to live there. It's beautiful there. The weather is like perfect. Like you may get snow once every 3 years in the wintertime. It's just the summer may get a little bit hot, but that's okay. It gets hot here. I mean, in freaking Buffalo, New York, this whole last week and a half, it's been 90, 95 degrees every day. Yeah, I know. I know it's going to be the new California, Tennessee. Hopefully it doesn't. I just want to carve my own little niche area out in Tennessee with nobody around me. Acreage for the dogs to run. No neighbors. You know, you can have a neighbor, but they're like a half a mile down the road. That's what I want. I'm not outside, John, but I tell you what, I'm inside a big metal building that once it heats up, it feels like you're in a microwave or an oven. Sometimes when I'm back there working on cars at Pep Boys, the thermometer will read over 100 degrees in the back. Some days you feel like you're going to pass out, especially after a 10-hour day, just busting balls, slinging 100-pound tires all day long. Man, there's some days I come home and I don't even want to do a video, but I force myself to do it. I force myself to do it. No, ham hands, I haven't. We've just been talking. I wasn't really going to show it. I was just kind of showing what it looks like and kind of showing you all that type of stuff. And then, you know, we'll make some videos on it and stuff. This whole weekend is going to be nothing but the 805 up against the 801 with the new power pack batteries. I don't know, Jack, about that. Put it this way, I've bought Bauer tools just for stuff around the house, and they've broken the second time I've used it. So I haven't had too much good luck with Bauer. I find their tools way underperforming. I know they're really cheap, but are they really that much cheaper? Because they do everything a la carte, pretty much. They don't kit stuff. So if you're buying the charger, say if you need to just go in and get a drill as a homeowner, right? Just to have a drill around the house. And you see it's at $49 for their high-end brushless hammer drill, right? That's $49. You say, oh, wow, that's a great deal. And it is kind of a great deal. But then you buy the 5 amp hour battery or the 8 amp hour battery, and then you got to buy the charger a la carte. By the time you do all that, you're at 130, 140 bucks. You could have got the Hercules kit at the same store for 97. It's a way better drill. Or you could have got any one of the tools that I have shown on the channel that is $99 kitted, the 3601, the 3602 from Milwaukee. I could go on and on with it. You could have got the DeWalt 805. You know what I mean? So, yes and no at the same time. It depends. It's very deceiving, them Bauer tools, because they don't kit them. You got to buy everything a la carte. Once you buy everything a la carte, it almost costs just as much as a Ryobi or a Rigid. And those are just way better tools in my opinion. And you get way better warranties. You only get 90-day warranty with Bauer. If you're going to buy anything at Harbor Freight, you got to buy the Hercules line. Do not waste your money on the Bauer line. Hercules is going to be sometimes cheaper, but usually just a scotch little bit more expensive, but you get the 5-year warranty on them. Trust me, buy Hercules. I do like Hercules. I do. I got a lot of Hercules stuff. Look, what's this over here? What's that? See that? That's my Hercules planer. That's just one of them, and there's a bunch more behind me. Yeah, Bower Brush is good tier though. Funny. Please don't bring up Bower Brush because now the whole comment section is just going to be Bower Brush, Bower Brushed, Bower Brushed. Hey, did you guys know that it's better to buy brush tools because you can change out the brushes later on when they break or they run or they wear out? Buy brush tools. Who did you hear that from? Yeah, the spindle sander I'm not happy with. It's very wobbly, and I guess I could take and kind of like sure it up a little bit, but why? I shouldn't have to. It's just, eh. I'll use it when I need to use it, but I just don't like how wobbly it is. I don't like how it feels like it's gonna fall over when you use it. I don't like how the table, when you're trying to use the angle, the one side of it has too much play because it doesn't have one of them wing nuts over there to tighten it. So there's some design flaws in that, but honestly, that's not really a rigid tool. That's a Delta tool with a rigid orange logo on it. That's Delta's spindle sander, which is just as shocking because Delta makes really good woodworking tools. But that thing, I would rather buy the Works. Or I'm going to be honest with you, when I was in Harbor Freight and I was testing out the Bauer's durability, the spindle sander, the Bauer one. It was, I tell you what, it was better put together than that rigid. And I hate to say that, but that's probably the only tool that Bauer beats rigid out on. I'll give the bear that. Electrician's kid here, please don't open your power tools. Why? Dr. Babe, listen. Dr. Lethan Fred, by the way, what's up, Doc? He repairs tools for a living and he has his own YouTube channel. I love his channel. He's a good dude. And you would like him a lot, Christina, because where are you from, Doc? Say it in the comments. What part of the world are you from? You can open them up. I've opened up my tools before. It's not that hard. It's not fucking rocket science, Chris. Do they really? Tough Built does? But here's the thing with Tough Built. They're at freaking Lowe's and they're being phased out. So where the hell do you buy this shit? From like Ohio Power Tool or something? I hate ordering shit online. I want to touch it. I want to feel it. I want to see it. I don't want to order it online. You want to see if it's cheap. You want to see if it's well built. Because a lot of this stuff isn't cheap. You know what I mean? It costs some dough. Doc, what are you doing up at 1:15 in the morning in Ireland? By the way, my wife wants to go there one day. I won't get on an airplane. So we got to figure something out. Josh, you're sounding like the guys that go to the tool truck to never get out empty handed. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I like it. I like it. The tool trucks are a trap. They're some of the biggest. Oh my God. So there's this one tool truck. I think it's Mac. They also sell DeWalt tools, right? And I was just looking. Some of the stuff on there, they're like $100, $150 more than to go buy the same exact thing at Home Depot. And the guy's like, "Oh, this is a great deal." I'm like, "No, it's not. That fucking thing. You like, are you nuts? You doubled the price. Why? Because you brought it to me? Come on, man. I'm not buying that." Yeah, the Tough Built stack is good, ham hands. It is good. But here's the problem. Good tool companies go to die at Lowe's. Every one of them. Bosch, Metabo, Flex. I could go on and on. The only one that probably does well at Lowe's is DeWalt because of the name and the color and all that type of stuff. Oh yeah, well that's good. Tough Built's got good stuff. I got the True Alkalite Eddie over at the True Alkalite. He does 15-second reviews. He's kind of he's a little off the wall, a little wacky, but that's okay. That's just who he is. And he does these 15-second reviews, and some of them are friggin' hilarious. And he has the Tough Built pole saw, and I kind of need a pole saw for when I'm, got dowels and I got to cut the dowels flush and all that type of stuff or whatever I need it for, right? Well, he ended up buying two of them because they were in the back aisle for like $10 or whatever, and he knew I was looking for one. And the guy sent it to me. He sent it to me. He sent it to me with a letter and said, "Here you go. Maybe one day you can, repay the favor or whatever." So if you don't know, go check out Eddie over there. Give him a like and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I know it's weird at Lowe's. Like if you don't buy something there when the deal's good, it will go like a Bosch drill will be on clearance for like $130. Like 2 weeks later, it'll be back up to like 280 or something. It's crazy. Roosh, you're about to get timed out, buddy, if you keep trying to make plays on my tools over here. Mm-hmm. I got Kansas in here now. Yeah, you're right, Doc. Very right. For $23? God, I thought I got a steal at $39. That's a crazy deal because that's a good tool. Let me see. Which Ziad, I'm sorry if I butchered that. Which company makes the best AC power drills, grinders, impact drills? You mean impact like wrenches or impact drivers? Honestly, there's a bunch of companies that make really good ones. The best is subject to personal opinion, okay? I'm telling you right now, I would not buy Bosch impact drivers or wrenches. It's not that they're bad, it's just that there's better stuff out there. I'm not a big fan of DeWalt impact wrenches. I am a fan of Milwaukee impact wrenches, mainly because they got the stubby, and there's nothing like that out on the market. Hey, there he is. There's our guy, Souls. We were calling this live Tools with Souls Anonymous because we all have an addiction to your channel. Jamie True started up that movement. Flex would be huge if it was at Home Depot. I don't know about that. I think Flex messed up a lot when they first got started. Yeah, Souls, you missed it. We were having a meeting here because, Tools with Souls Anonymous. New Impact M12 is a game changer, not joking. Which one are you talking about? The little dinky quarter-inch one with 100 foot-pounds or the 3/8 one with 250 foot-pounds of nut busters? Tell him, Jamie. Tell him this is the Tools with Souls anonymous group meeting. I tell you what, you guys are some fucking diehards. It's 11:22 and y'all are still just going strong. I wanted this to be like a half hour. We're going on 50 minutes. I'm fine with it. As long as you guys are cool, I'm cool. Yeah, 99% of the people don't know. All these stupid things these bigger channels say just to get clicks. Yeah, you're that's an understatement, Souls. You're way better than a bear. Yes, real men with real tool addictions. Yes, yes. Thank you, Ham Hands. Appreciate it. Don't say that you're going to regret it. What am I going to regret, Roosh? Listen, I've had a lot of big regrets in my life. It's hard to find one anymore that I'm truly regretful for. Okay, Doc. See you later, bro. I'll see you Sunday on your live. Doc, I just want to let you know when I'm working on Sundays, you're in my speaker on my toolbox while I'm working. I may not be watching, but I'm listening. That you'll be here as long as we stay. Yeah, right? I regret my first marriage. No, I don't, Christina. Shut up. Will you guys tell her that I'm always talking about her, about how much I love her on these live feeds? Because she's always upstairs yammering away, talking bop, 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 bop. Every time I'm live, bop, 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 and you guys can hear her. For a brushless jigsaw? Which kind? Barrel grip or D handle? Yeah. I don't regret that, Souls. I have no problem with sending you a few things so you can do content on. No regret whatsoever. To keep me on my toes? Oh, speaking of toes! Ha! All right, you fucker Souls. I'm telling you right now, you cheated the other night. Now, what you're about ready to see. If you guys were watching their live feed the other night, we got into a toe measuring contest. Okay? And Souls cheated. But I dropped a bowling ball on my toe today. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to show you what my life is. And then I bowled in practice for 4 hours on this broken toe. Can I even turn this around? Let me see. Nope. There we go. Guys, look at that. Look at the toe. I dropped a bowling ball on it, bro. I dropped a bowling ball on it. And I can't measure the other one because the other one is all fucked up too. Because I think I got horrible arthritis in my toes just from being on my feet a lot all these years. They're always that my right toe is so swollen, it's like triple the size of my left toe. So that wouldn't be fair to measure that one. So we gotta wait for that one to heal up, Souls, and then we're measuring my fucking toe. Because I guarantee you my toe's longer than yours. Josh's toes are longer than my fingers. Oh, yeah, Jimmy, that brings up another thing. I think we're gonna start calling segments of our like live feeds and shit like something that has to do with Sasquatch or Bigfoot. I just think that would be funny. Or we can do like segment videos. You know, you got the tool bear over there. Why can't you have the tool squatch? Come on, Tool Squatch? That's way better than the Tool Bear. All right, we can do that. But, Souls, you got to admit, I got you to frickin' measure your toe on your live stream, even though you said you weren't going to do it. You did it. You did it. And Tactics did it. You can make AI Sasquatch videos. Yeah, I know. That'd be funny. I think that would be fun. I had a new guy get my toe with a 16-foot piece of sheetrock. That fucking sucks. I don't know if that's worse or a 16-pound bowling ball just dropping from the air right onto your fucking toe. Hey, I have a question. Is M12 good enough for low voltage stuff and some heavy duty stuff? Yes. Yes. I mean, how that 12-volt hammer drill dog walked the DCD 806, which was supposed to be higher voltage, more power, all that type of stuff. Dog walked it. So that is one thing Milwaukee does better than anybody else, 12-volt tools. That is the only 12-volt lineup you should be buying into. All the other ones are eh. Even DeWalt sucks. You've seen it. I got that 12-volt rotary hammer. It doesn't even engage. Like, you got to push on the rotary hammer to get that hammer to engage. Which, by the way, that reminds me, like, DeWalt was supposed to email me back. I sent them all the videos and pictures, and they never emailed, so I got to call them. I know you already subscribed. Oh, you're talking to Apache. Okay. You guys got to realize, when you guys were saying Joshua, I'm thinking it's me, but nobody really calls me Joshua. So when people say Joshua, it's like, oh yeah, they're talking about Apache. Yeah, Sharush sent me something too. I think he sent us all something. You love the DeWalt 12-volt extreme line? Why, Apache? Back your claim up. Let's hear it. I haven't had much luck with 12. I'm going to be honest. I only got the tools. I got the rotary hammer and I got the hammer drill. But each one of them got dog walked by Milwaukee. And the rotary hammer hasn't worked since the first second I took it out of the box. If they don't call you Josh, do they call you Bear? I'd rather you call me asshole. Yeah. I'd rather you call me an asshole. I'm going to be dead honest with you. The bear is a clown, Patrick. What are you doing?
Getting laundry.
Okay. Now I guess the whole parade's coming down in the middle of this. Hi, Rocky. Come here. Come here. Where are you going? You can't go be with Mom every 2 seconds. Here, let's see if we can get on camera. Come here, Bubba. Hey, say hi. Say hi. Hi, guys. That's Ruby. Hi, guys. Yeah, Mom's doing laundry. It's okay. They follow her around. It's hilarious. She goes to one room, they follow her. She goes downstairs, they follow her.
Great till they knock you over.
They're my big buds, though. They're my big buds. Yeah? Okay, I gotta stop petting you, buddy, because I got people watching. I got peeps watching. Okay. Christina, I've been doing the laundry.
You know.
There goes the laundry. Yes, they are awesome pups. They are. They're big like me. They make me feel normal. Right, Bubba? What, you're not going to go back upstairs with Mom? You're going to stay here with me? This is a rarity. It's because I'm petting you, that's why. Because I'm petting you. Oh, Sparky, what's up? Good morning from Germany. Well, good night from America. When the dogs are around, that's when the bear breaks out the peanut butter. Oh, shit. I'm not going to say what I want to say right now. I'm going to let that one go. Yeah. But here you go, guys. You ready? And that wasn't as sensitive as the 806. Let's see. Yeah, it is. I will say, though, this was much more worth it than the 806, because the 806 doesn't come kitted with the 2 batteries like this does. This costs less with the 2 batteries than the 806 did bare tool. Because, you know, I got my little tricks that I do with Home Depot. Where are all the DeWalt ladies? Who knows? Soul's chocolate. He puts the peanut butter on the dog's privates. Oh my God. You're saying he reverse does it? That's even sick. That's more sick. No, he may not be ass backwards, Jimmy. He may actually do that. He probably gets off more to it. Y'all talk a lot of unfound crap for a no-name channel. Well, you can go, Neil, if you'd like. I don't care. We're all just busting balls here, having fun. Because you want to know what? The community that's in here, we like to bust each other's balls. So, if you don't like that, kick rocks, bitch. Check the Bears hard drive. And, by the way, Neil, when you got a group of people in the comments talking about somebody the way they do, I can't stop them from that. And if it's funny, I'm going to laugh. And obviously, you're just over here spying so you can go report back to your frickin' slob of a boyfriend. Yeah, exactly, Souls. I would pretty much say Souls does not qualify as a no-name channel. The guy's got like 120,000 subscribers. He put in the work. People watch him for a reason. And if I'm a no-name channel, and fucking so be it. I started this channel 4 months ago. 4 months ago. You act like I've been doing it for like 8 years or something. Loser. You're just another loser. What's next? Well, what are you going to say next? Oh, are you living in mommy's basement? Is that the next quote you're going to say? Because I've only heard that 800 times today. Yeah, I know, Roosh, right? Like, if you don't like it here, I'm not forcing you to stay here. Matter of fact, I don't want you here. Neil F. was timed out by Apache for 1.8 thousand seconds. Good job, Apache. Well, you look like you've been playing with tools for at least 8 years. Yeah, I know, right? But I'm not. I started this channel 4 months ago. I busted my ass, but 4 months ago, March, we started. So let's see. Middle of March, so whatever. Call it April, May, June, July. About 4.5 months. Yeah, Apache, what's your TikTok channel? I don't even know this stuff, and that's my bad. What's your TikTok channel so I can go follow you? And another thing, should I go on TikTok? Should I make a page on TikTok and or Facebook? I really don't like Facebook though. They don't like when we were doing content with bowling, they don't pay, they don't do shit for you on Facebook. Thank you, Sharush. Appreciate it. TikTok sucks. Why does it suck though? They got a lot of like restrictions and stuff. Like if you swear or whatever, you're like kicked off or whatever. I don't know how it works. Yeah, I'm working to get that super chat. I'm working to get it. I'm busting my ass to get it. I set a goal when I first started this channel that at 10 months I wanted to be monetized and all that type of stuff. So I'm ahead of schedule. I just hope this stuff with the Tool Bear doesn't set me back on schedule because I was well ahead of schedule on that. Yo, there's Eddie. What up, Eddie? The true Alkalite. 15-second reviews. That's Eddie, 15-second reviews. I like to call them 15 seconds of burst power. TikTok banned my account, losing 115,000 followers for telling people to read beyond the headline of an article. Nice. So they're super sensitive over there. They call me the sock talker. What? Bear crap will only rise your cream to the top. Yeah, 15 seconds. Yeah, marathon. Yeah, that's what happens. You start watching one and you just keep going and keep going. Next thing you know, then 15 seconds turns into like an hour and a half. Really, the Milwaukee Angel Grinder is not that great, huh? None of them, huh? They got like 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, that Flex Angle Grinder. If Soul says it's the best, then I agree with him. They all kind of run the battery dry fast, though, don't they, Kansas? I mean, the Walt one, the Flex Volt one, I mean, it runs that 6 amp hour Flex Volt battery down within a few minutes under load. After 8 seconds, I roll over and take a nap. You're a healthy guy, huh? Yeah, you would think that they would somehow, with the technology you got today, you think they would figure out a way to give just a little bit more runtime on them grinders. I don't know if it's too, I mean, it's not too heavy for me. I'm a big guy, so that type of stuff, when something is heavy for somebody else, it feels just right for me. So when I'm holding like dinky tools like this, like little compact tools, it literally feels like a Fisher Price toy in my hand. Yeah, that Flex Volt, it does drain the battery quick. When I've put my 6 on that Flex Volt and I've used it, it's like 5, 6 minutes. It's done. It's fully dead. Yeah, I get how all that works. Yep. All right, I gotta shut off this light, guys. It's like blinding me. Yeah, vacuums too. You know, I got that Milwaukee 12 volt fuel shop vac. I thought it was a good idea. It works good for like the first 2 minutes, but you can definitely notice, the suction reducing when it when it kills that battery halfway down, and the runtime on it is not that long. You're lucky to get 6 minutes out of that vacuum of straight vacuuming time. You got to have multiple batteries, high output batteries, and then it's okay. I do like how it's easily, you can just like carry it around like a toolbox. I do like that though. You didn't like the Flex vacuum? You didn't like that? I know, I think Tools with Tactics loves that vacuum, but I wouldn't know. I don't have it. You know what is the best vacuum? Whether it's battery powered or you plug it into the wall, it's the DeWalt Stealth Sonic. That's like one of my favorite tools in the shop. It's quiet. You don't even know it's on. It sucks great. You put the bag. I've had that vacuum now for 2-ish months. It's got the same bag in it that I put in it the first day I bought it. I haven't changed it out yet. And I'm vacuuming down here every day after I'm done, testing and doing videos. Yeah, I was looking at that pack out vacuum. I wonder how much runtime you can get off of that thing. Yes, great suction is very key. Oh, you had your Stealth Sonic vac stolen a month ago? That sucks. A shop vac? Like, that don't make any sense. But whoever did it, they can whatever to themselves, I guess. Because that's not right. Rigid? I don't know if... No, Rigid doesn't... who said that? Apache? I don't know if Rigid makes the best shop vac anymore. I think the Rigid shop vacs and quality has gone down. Oh, your son did it? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, dude, that you got to go through that. That sucks. But Apache, I don't know if the Rigid shop vacs are the top of the line anymore. I just don't. I got one sitting right here. See, it's right there. I got that one and I got the Stealth Sonic. Guess which one I reach for every night? It's not that Rigid. The only time I hook that Rigid up is when I'm planing on the planer. I'll hook it up for dust collection on the planer. Other than that, I don't use it. It's loud. It's obnoxious. Yeah, I'm not saying that they're not usable or that they don't do a good job. I'm just saying I'd much rather have that DeWalt Stealth Sonic. That DeWalt Stealth Sonic. When I brought that home, Christina was down here with me. When I brought that home and I turned it on, she looked at me and went, "Whoa." Because nobody likes hearing that sound that shop vac makes. Now listen, I know more about this subject than probably anybody in this comment section. Because I literally use a shop vac every day for hours on end a day at the pro shop. We literally got 2 shop vacs in back room that have long hoses that lead up to the drill press and the work area. Okay? And those are running 24/7 when I'm in the shop. So to hear that noise all day long, it drives me fucking crazy. I plug in that Stealth Sonic, I don't even know it's on. It's so much night. I can actually have a conversation with my customers while I'm drilling their ball. With the Rigid, I can't have a conversation with my customers. They gotta like yell over the vacuum. I got a muffler on mine too, Souls. I do. I got that same muffler. They do a good job, yes, but that noise. Ever since I got that DeWalt, I cannot go back to that Rigid the way I used to. I just can't. I did a side-by-side comparison, Apache, with a decibel reader. I did that. I did that a few months ago. Maybe I'll do another one. I'll get all the shop vacs that I got. And we'll just do a video on that. I think that would be cool. Yeah, Souls, that sucks. That's just not a good situation. We all feel for you there, buddy. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe it doesn't quite have the same amount of power, but it's not like it's that noticeable to me when I'm using it at the shop all day long. I don't notice it not sucking, the dust out of somebody's thumb hole or sucking the saw chips or the sawdust around here in the shop down in the basement. It does a really good job. Yeah, I feel that way too, Christina. I do. I mean, I don't want to have to keep putting hearing protection on every time I got to flick that shop vac on for the 35th time that day. I mean, that's what I mean. What is the best could mean different things to different people, right? The best is subject to that person's experiences and opinion on how they're using it and how much they're using it and what setting that they're using it in. In my setting, I'd much prefer the DeWalt one, 100%. In Souls' setting, he prefers the Rigid one. And guess what? That's okay. That's okay. I saw that. I'm not into them little handheld vacs, though. I never have been. They never seem to work good. Like the little car vacs. I don't know. I just never have ever been impressed by them. I tell you what's not. I got Josh. Yeah, I would have done the same. Yeah, Juan. Do I like Rigid? Yes, I love Rigid. I do. Go watch a lot of my videos. There ain't too many tools I have given Rigid a bad review on. There's literally only one. And that one is the spindle sander. It's just really wobbly and it just doesn't feel well made. But I'm going to be honest, that's not really a Rigid tool. Delta made that. They pretty much made that and just slapped the Rigid orange logo on it. So Rigid didn't really, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Souls could better explain it. Makita Coffee Maker. Do they really have a Makita Coffee Maker? I could have swore I was watching VCG a while ago, and they were talking to Makita guys, and they were talking about a coffee maker, and I turned it off. Because why the hell is a tool company making a cordless coffee maker? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not saying Rigid shop vacs aren't good. I'm not saying they're not durable. It comes down to the noise with me, because I am using a shop vac, If I'm in the shop 8 hours, that shop vac is running 4 or 5 hours within that 8-hour shift. That's the most used tool besides the drill press in my pro shops is the shop vac. So if I don't got to hear that obnoxious noise for 4 or 5 hours a day, even if it does just suck slightly a little bit less, I'm going with the way quieter one. Miss Kita makes a coffee maker, yes. Awesome. Hold on. In what setting does having a cordless coffee maker... Why? Because you're on the job site, you need a cordless coffee maker? Whatever happened to a fucking thermos? I don't know. Why would you even want a coffee maker on a job site? It's just going to get broken. The glass pot's going to get broken. I don't know. I think that's goofy. I think if like, you know, a coffee maker company made that, okay, that's one thing. But that a tool company's making a coffee maker, I just don't. Like, where's their, like... It's like they're not focused, right? Makita's not focused that they're trying to do this goofy shit. Like, if anybody was going to make a cordless coffee maker, I would have bet Ryobi would have done it first. Because they got some tools that, let's just say, nobody else really needs. Oh, it's only 1 cup at a time? And they also make a microwave? How much does this shit cost? What is it, like a $600 coffee maker that makes 1 cup of coffee at a time? Because hell, there's shitty batteries that you got to buy for it. It's a couple $100. Makita is starting to sell rainbow flavored fucking coffee beans. Never saw a guy use a coffee maker on the job. We all came in with a double latte and a Red Bull. There you go. Makita makes tools for women. Nice. Honestly, I'm just gonna... They don't even make tools for women. Let's be honest. They just suck. They suck horribly. I do like coffee makers. You guys are hilarious. Nope, I haven't tried a Boss hammer. Because I'm not really, you know, I'm not a framer. I'm not a roofer. See the hammer right there? Oop, right there. That's a Milwaukee 20 ounce. That's just what I got. It was on sale. That's what I got for when I need a hammer. And then we got a bunch of little hammers upstairs. We like to call them Christina's hammers. She likes the little hammers. The only thing I've ever used from Makita was a heat gun for wiring. It was all right. Not on a battery system. I don't touch your hammers. I bought your own little toolboxes to put your stupid little hammers in. I got my hammer right there. Right there. It works all right. It's not the greatest, but for what I need around the house, it does just fine. I think it was like $12 or something. It was like a $30 hammer. It was like $12. It was a good value. Yeah, Stiletto is a good one too. Hey, Tools with Souls, isn't Stiletto owned by Milwaukee or something like that? Correct me if I'm wrong. East Wing hammers are the king of hammers? Well, there's a couple people saying East Wing. I don't know. I was watching the guy do a presentation with the Boss hammers, and it looked pretty freaking amazing to me. It actually looked a little bit better than the Stiletto, but they could have made it look like that for their presentation. You never know till you get the damn thing in your hand and you start swinging it, right? Milwaukee can't make a shoelace that isn't priced at $359,000 or whatever that is, $3 million. The camera's kind of far away. It's hard to see. I got to get glasses. I'm pretty sure Milwaukee owns Stiletto. I'm pretty sure, guys. Can somebody in the comments confirm that? Does Milwaukee own Stiletto? What type of tape measure? It's the 25-foot Milwaukee magnetic one. Bought it during the holiday season. It was like the 2-pack or whatever. It was dirt cheap. Like I said, we had a Stanley tape measure, and it's got drywall jizz all over it, and it's seen its better days. The numbers are all starting to wear off, and so we needed some tape measures. I needed one for work, and I needed one for home, so I bought the 2-pack. I think it was like $20. It was worth it. It's all right. It's nice. It's got it goes a pretty far way before the tape breaks. It's not the best tape measure, but it's magnetic. I'm still going, by the way. What are we on now? We're on 10 feet. It still hasn't broke. I'm going to hit the wall. I got to go this way with it. 11 feet. 12 feet. 13 feet. God, I'm hitting the... Oh, there it is. So 14 feet and 5 inches it went before it broke. Not bad. Yeah, Milwaukee owns Stiletto, confirmed. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. Stiletto is a division of Milwaukee Tools. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know I think Milwaukee's kind of doing the Makita approach that Makita did over a decade ago. They're kind of just resting on their morals and their name, and they're the big red machine. And I will say this, Milwaukee markets better than anybody out there. That's why people gravitate to them. And let's be honest, even though that their tools may not be, it's hard to say this, but they may not be what they once were. They're still pretty good, though. But they should be the best at a lot of things. They're just not anymore. Let's see, though. They got Pipeline coming up. They may release the new hammer drill and Impact. And then we can start seeing how it compares to the 1007, the Bosch 1330, the Flex Turbo, the Metabo 36-volt Gen 2. Kansas is getting tucked in, and the Bears reading them a bedtime story. I thought you were supposed to go bear hunting, Kansas. Thoughts on Hikoki? You mean Metabo HPT? I think they got good stuff. I think they got really good stuff. Yeah, I agree with that, Souls. They may be the best across the whole line. But there's definitely some stuff that they're slipping on. You mentioned it in your couple of your videos this week, and I agree. You know, their impact drivers, the Gen 3 impact driver had horrible collet issues. The Gen 4 impact driver, horrible durability issues. I haven't had an issue with it, but I know a lot of reputable people that have had issues with them, so... Kansas is bear hunting nuts. I'm going to just come right out and say this. Hart hammers suck. You know, the Walmart brand Hart. I know they're a hammer company. That's like their company is a hammer company. I don't like the way their hammers feel in my hand. I don't like it. Yeah, they may be okay, but I don't know. It's hard to me. It's hard. It's hard for me to go to Walmart and buy a tool because they're hyper tough too. Has hyper tough gotten better? Yeah, but they're still not good. Yeah, the triple hammer is definitely it's not the most powerful, but it's definitely feels nice in the hand and smooth and all that stuff. It checks all the boxes. The only box it doesn't check is its power. Every other box, though, it checks. Yeah, that's another thing. Christina's right. Like, you couldn't pay me to go to Walmart. Like, if I got to go to Walmart, that is like the last ditch thing I have to do. Hart red hammers were incredible. Well, they didn't have any of them in the store when I was trying them because the one I had in my hand, they were fucking dog shit. Because people, I've had some people ask, when are you going to do a Hart tool? When are you going to do a Hart tool? So I said, they're known for their hammers. I'll go get it. How much could it cost? $10, right? $20 at the most for their top end hammer. I said, let me go to Walmart, get a hammer. We could put it up against the Milwaukee, maybe a Stanley, and do a little hammer video. I went there. I'm like, I'm not spending fucking $16.99 on this. This thing sucks. Get me to go to Montana? What did Jamie say? Or Jimmy? Jamie True. My brother is a legit bear hunter. Can't miss to going to Canada twice a year. Well, I may have a contract for him. My email's in my description. Have your people get a hold of my people. We can make something happen here. Christina did like some serious last night after we watched his reply video. Christina did some serious like investigation work. So Christina got his address, his phone number, where he's worked, and all that type of stuff. So when we went to Google Maps to view his home, right, he had it all blurred out. He somehow got Google Maps to blur out his house. It was hilarious. Now, a guy that started a channel as a bear to hide his identity from his viewers, who then blurs out his house for some odd reason. I don't know. It just seems a little weird to me. I'm not blurring out the picture of my house on Google Maps. I could care less. You want to go look up my house? 7619 East Britton Drive. Go right ahead. Look it up. Take a look at my house all you want. Now, if you try entering the house, I really suggest that you got right with Jesus real quick because you're about to meet him and all that type of stuff. Have I jump-started a car with a tool battery before? No, I have not. Go ahead, souls. Look it up. I've already showed you pictures of my house, though. You already know what it looks like. Oh, stop it, Christina. Ain't nothing gonna happen. They can find it anyways. It's all public knowledge. Who gives a shit? Who cares? You fucking looked up the bear shit in like 32 seconds. You don't think these guys can? Come on, Christina. I'm already good with you all. I'm glad you're good with Jesus, Roosh. Because not only do you got to get past the 350 pounds of dog, you got to get past a feral cat that will just latch onto your face, clawing your face off, okay? If you're lucky enough to get past that, well, then you got to meet me. And let's just say, I don't suggest that for your health. I'm just messing with you. You know I love you. I am. Hold on. I am going to get house blurred. Yeah, Christina's like a whiz at that. Like, I don't know. I just can't do it. She just does and knows everybody's life just like that. It's pretty crazy. I have some more living to do. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. You guys are crazy. We've been live now for over an hour and a half. Yeah, we don't have no guns in here in New York. We got super strict gun laws in New York. And back when I was running amok in my early 20s, late teens, early 20s, let's just say I was convicted of the lowest felony you could be convicted of, an E felony, and that gave up my right to ever own a gun. So we've never had a gun in the house, and I've never felt like I've needed a gun in the house. I just never have. Your gun should have guns. Now, if I was legally allowed to own a gun, I would probably have one, yes. Yeah, we're going to be living in the free world soon, too. We're getting the fuck out of here as soon as we can. We are gone, gone, gone. It's just a matter of when and how and all that good stuff. We can't even say the G word here. It's almost as bad as the other G word. Gluten. Fuck. God, I thought New York was bad, but man, California makes New York look like a great place to live. That is by far one of the worst places to live in. It is the worst. It is the worst place to live in this country. I'm sorry, it just is. Can I? I can still, yeah, but what goes a muzzle loader? Get off one shot, take you 35 minutes to reload. Josh wants to be Juan's neighbor? I don't know about that, souls. Yeah, I just buy him. I just buy the tools to look at them. Yeah. Obviously, the reason why there's so many is because we do all this testing on them. That's why they're there. If I didn't have a tool channel, I probably wouldn't have that many tools, no. But it's a hobby now, and it's a hobby. I like it. I like all you guys a lot, and I just like doing it. The only thing I don't like is this whole bear situation. That's the only thing that's come bad out of this tool channel. Everything else has been really good. No, it is not $4 drills, Christina. Shut up. Hello, Chrome Floorjack. We need to train you how not to misgender someone and to know the difference between a gender and if someone is non-binary or refuses to be part of a gender identification. I know it's crazy. Yeah, I know it will pass. I know. It just sucks. Do I have the new Hyper Tough Mid Torque? I do not. I don't have any Hyper Tough stuff. We were just talking about that. You just missed it about 10 minutes ago. You couldn't pay me to go to Walmart. Like if somebody said, Josh, I'll give you $100 just to go to Walmart, I wouldn't go. I maybe go to Walmart once or twice a year. Seriously. Like, if I am in there, I'm never looking around for tools, I'll tell you that much, unfortunately. I just don't feel like there's enough, I don't know, there's not enough people out there that would want to see Hyper Tough or even Hart tools. Hart tools are just regurgitated TTI stuff from a decade ago. I don't know why I would even want to review that. They don't got good battery tech. They only got 2 and 4 amp hour batteries. Oh yeah, you got the Makita coffee maker. Hey, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll get the Makita coffee maker. We'll get Christina the Makita coffee maker, and then we'll have a fun time doing videos on it. All right, Souls, I hope you feel better, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Thank you. You guys better have a lot of money to come here and buy all these tools. Oh, just me? Nice. Now I'm really worthless. My own wife's trying to sell me. Remember, Ryobi makes the best jigsaw, according to one of my comments. Yes. No, I don't have a Snap-on 14 volt impact. I don't. Listen, Snap-on, you might as well go buy a frickin' Walmart brand. I'm going to be honest. If Hart makes I don't think they do, but if Hart made an impact wrench, I tell you to go buy the Hart impact wrench. Because the Snap-on power tools are trash. I got videos to prove it. Souls has got videos to prove it. We're going to be doing a video on another one that the tool truck guy lent me to do a video on. I'm just telling you, it sucks. The Bauer is very comparable to this tool that I'm talking about. Don't waste your money on Snap-on power tools. It's just not worth it. There are plenty better impact. If you're on a 12 volt impact, go get the Milwaukee Stubby for about a third of the price. Get the Milwaukee Stubby if you're looking for a 12 volt type impact. The only thing I like on the Snap-on impacts is that butterfly trigger. That's it. That's the only thing I like. Because you don't got to deal with the selector switch. You can just... That butterfly trigger is nice, but it's not worth $800 for a 12 volt impact. It's just not. Yep. I would say go buy the Hyper Tough Stubby over the frickin' Snap-on 14 volt. Because guess what? If that Hyper Tough breaks, you paid $30-$40 for it. When that Snap-on breaks, you paid $600-$800 for it, and they only come with a 1-year warranty. And trust me, it's gonna break if you're using it in a professional setting. They're just not good power tools. I've proven it. Yep. Christina said cake. Hey, Josh, I'll send you a butterfly sticker for $600. Save yourself $200. Thanks, I appreciate it. Friends don't let friends buy Snap-on power tools. There. So I'm considering you a friend. If you want to look, I did a video on the Snap-on hammer drill when I first started the channel, the Bauer hammer drill, the Bauer from Harbor Freight hammer drill, dog walked it. Go watch Tools with Souls. I lent him that same Snap-on hammer drill. I lent it to him. He did a bunch of content on it. He did a lot more content than I did, and it's very good content. Go watch his videos on the Snap-on power tools. You'll be amazed at what you see. Yeah, I did, Apache. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Namrekcanad. How you doing? Welcome. And a friend of Eddie's is a friend of mine. There's Eddie again. What's up, Eddie? Yeah, Ingersoll Rand they're also expensive. They're very expensive. Oh, here we go. Roosh likes curry cakes. Here comes the curry jokes. Don't mind that. That's just the laundry spinning because Christina had to do a load of laundry in the middle of my live. She couldn't wait for me to be done so I could put the load of laundry in, but you know. Yeah, Ham Hands. I kind of did a short video on that. It was a couple of months ago. If you go back in my shorts a few months ago, I did do a short video on the Ridgid and Stelsonic vacuums. I will do another one. Maybe I'll do a longer format video. And we'll put the Milwaukee shop vac in there. Maybe we'll get like a Walmart brand or something. You know, a really cheap one. And we'll kind of show you. Yeah, that's a Milwaukee knife. This is what I use when I'm at work. You know, when I gotta cut them stupid plastic things off the tires and all that type of stuff. This is what I use. It hangs on my belt buckle. It's not that great, but it gets the job done. Eddie. Oh, Eddie's the knife guy. True Alkalite, he does a lot of reviews on knives, Sharush. So if you are in the knives, Eddie does a lot of reviews on a lot of different knives. But this is the one that I carry when I'm at work at Pep Boys, right here. It does the job. It's not great. It's not horrible. It does the job. The grip, it's okay. Like I said, it's just to cut open boxes and all the packaging off the tires when they come off the truck. I'll send you a backup. I got the Klein. Oh, you got the Klein version of this one? Yeah, I also got the box cutter ones. I got the Fastback. I had the Klein one around here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, I got the Klein one here. It's got the little screwdriver, right? Boom. But what I don't like is, come on, Klein. You couldn't have put a flat head on the other end of it. You only give me the Phillips. Stupid. Stupid, right? If you're going to do it right. Yeah, this is like the Klein, Fastback thing. You know what I mean? It's not really a knife. It's just a razor blade. You hear that? You want to know why that sounds so loud? Because my wife overloads the laundry machine. For 10 years now, I tell her, stop overloading the laundry machine because you're going to break it. That's why it's that loud. And then this is the Milwaukee Fastback. As you can tell, the screwdriver part fell out of it. I have no clue where it went because it doesn't sit in there that good. So there you go there. Quick little review on knives. And then, boom, the fastback. I don't know how much of a fastback it is. I guess. Because you got to press the button. You know what I mean? You can't just flick it out. You got to press the button. I was just thinking, just to get you to do 2 seconds of a 15-second review at some point. Yeah, we can do something. Let me know. Do I got the Hercules half-inch mid-torque? No, it's junk. Don't buy it. I'll show you what to buy. This isn't a mid-torque. It's the Ultra Torque, but it's a pretty good tool. It's a pretty good tool. But the mid-torque is straight trash. Don't buy it. It's not worth your money. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you, when you pick up other mid-torques, Chrome, when you pick up other mid-torques, that Hercules one is trash. Now, the Ultra Torque is not. I've tested that Ultra Torque against DeWalt and it's beating it. So, no. The Ultra Torque is a nice tool. But mid-torque, give Hercules, buy the next gen that's going to come out. Because this first gen, it sucked. There's no power. It doesn't have enough power. Yeah, I know the washer's loud. I know. Hey, Josh, what do you think of the Daytona jacks from Harbor Freight? They're good. I like them. I do. I do like the Daytona jacks from Harbor Freight. I do. Thank you, Eddie. Hey, look, guys, the laundry's done. Hey, Hands got the cool name. Icon, yeah, I like Icon. I got Icon wrenches and ratchets. I also got the Milwaukee. I like the Milwaukee sockets because they're square. So they don't roll around on you. When you set them down, they just stay, where you set them down at. And you can put the open end part of a wrench on it and use it. I like them. They're very versatile. But the Icon stuff, it's good stuff. I got Icon impact sockets. I got all that stuff. I use it every day at work. And I haven't had not one break on me yet. It's been 4 years. And I got a bunch of Pittsburgh impact sockets. Had them 4 years. They're not getting rounded off or nothing. They're not a single one of those has broke. So I like them. I do. Rogers Woodworks. I hope I can win that giveaway you're doing soon. I need a drill bad because mine got stolen a while back. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Well, the only way you can win is by posting good comments. Oh, that's another thing. Get creative, guys. You know what I mean? Get creative. The most creative, best comments are going to be the ones that make the finals, and then we just put it to a vote. So keep commenting on all these short videos and long format videos, and if it catches my eye, I put it in the old bank over here, and then we will review them once the contest is over, and then may the best comment win. Yeah, little double tap would be nice. Yeah, double tap the screen, that's right. What's my favorite tool? Well, it was the Hilti drill driver. That was my most fun tool, but Souls kind of tore that apart. Kind of made me change my mind a little bit on it. The 3602 hammer drill from Milwaukee, I really like that. The DeWalt 1007, I really like that. And my favorite impact wrench is the 1/2-inch rigid high torque impact. It's the best one out. It's the perfect balance between power, smoothness, comfortability, easy to use, durable, by far the best. I will tell you, you want to know what my favorite tool is though? Can you see it? See it sitting over there? See how I got the tape measure hooked up? I was messing with it and I got it stuck. But that right there, the DeWalt FlexVolt miter saw. I love that thing. Cuts like butter. All right, Eddie, man, I'll see you later, brother. Yeah, that FlexVolt saw, it's nice. It's nice. Who, me? I'm legit. I'm too legit to quit. Remember that song from back in the day? God, I'm getting old. Apache's like the he's like the Santa Claus of the tool world. He ships tools to people and he's just awesome. He's just awesome that he does stuff for people like that. People that need it to go to work and they don't have the money to replace it if it's got lost or stolen. He's just a good dude right there. That's funny, Sharush. Big Josh missed the Santa Claus era. Yeah, right. It's okay, though. I'm not looking for anything from anybody. Yeah, Apache. Whatever you can do. You know, it's no secret, you know, Dave's posted his videos on it, but, you know, I sent him a few stuff that you know, that I knew I wasn't going to use and that I really couldn't resell for anything. And they didn't hardly cost me anything to begin with. They were like free tools. Almost free tools. I think like that hammer drill I bought off the open box table at Harbor Freight for like $10 or $15 or something just to test it out. And then that Skill 3/8 impact wrench I sent him, that was like a free tool thing. If I had already bought the battery, so that was the free tool that came with it. And I already did my reviews on them. And, you know, some people just don't have a lot and they're trying to do content and they're trying to get their name out there. And he's always seemed like a good guy and commented on a lot of my stuff. So I sent him them things so that he can do some content on them and, you know, just change it up a little bit, you know, because he did a lot of drill bits. He was like the drill bit guy, you know what I mean? And I just figured he needed a little bit of help, so I sent him a little care package, you know? And that's what I mean, like what Apache does, what I've done. We all work together. You know, we can all get there a lot quicker and easier. If we all fight and bicker and beat each other down and compete and all that type of stuff against one another, it just makes no sense not to. You know, I've had people send me stuff, you know, and I'm very appreciative. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, I never pay full price for a tool, ever. Like, I scour stuff. I scour the clearance racks. I look for mistakes. Like, Home Depot and Lowe's employees literally don't give a shit. and they'll literally put like $130 battery price tag on like for like 30 or 40 bucks. I'll catch that and I'll make them honor the price. I know I haven't decided yet, Roosh. I'm sorry. I was getting bombarded with hate mail all these last couple of days. All the Tool Bear fans have been sending me hate mail in my email. I've been deleting that all day long. I've been blocking. I must have blocked over 100 people today from my channel, which I don't want to do. I want people to come to the channel and enjoy it. I don't want them to come here fucking bitching and crying about the bear and telling me that I live in my mom's basement. I mean, no, Eddie, go ahead, man. If you gotta go, go. It's no big deal. Yeah, Roger has he's a woodworker. Yeah, I'm trying to forget him. All right, guys. I think we're gonna start getting out of here too. It's starting to get late. It's 12:30. People are starting to leave. Good night, Chrome. Yeah, it's starting to get late, guys. I live in my mom's attic. Fuck them. Jamie, you nominated yourself for best comment. Nice, nice. Well, all I can say to you guys for the contest: comment, comment, comment. The more you comment, the better chances are that I'm gonna be like, wow, this guy's really trying. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. It's been a minute. I was only really wanting to go live for a half hour, and this turned into almost a 2-hour thing, which I'm cool with. I appreciate you guys all hanging with me. Yeah, go check out Rogers, Woodworks, and Mischief. Okay, guys? All right, Adley, thank you. All right, guys, don't forget, we're still going live tomorrow night. I may be 20 minutes late tomorrow, because I gotta run out to my shop in Buffalo, which is about 45 minutes away, because I got to get some work done for appointments on Saturday afternoon. So I may be somewhere between 15 minutes to a half hour late tomorrow. So if you don't see me right at 9 o'clock, don't worry. We're still going live. Just hang tight and wait for the notification to come up. We're still going to go live tomorrow. Okay, guys? 9 p.m. Eastern time, Adley, but I may be 15, 20 minutes late. I may not be, though, so just turn on your notifications, guys. As soon as I go live, you'll get notified. Boom, you can come right into the discussion, okay? Sorry, Art Dollars, we're leaving, but thanks for coming in. All right, guys, see y'all later.